Hey guys, Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I am once again working on my Tina's Mass Makes, and we are doing, she said they're chipboard tiles. So, whatever you want to, however you want to. She also said if you don't have chipboards, you could use like cereal box, and if you want them thicker, maybe glue 2 pieces of cereal box. So any kind of food product box, book cover. If you have book cover, you could cut down into little squares. I have these. These are bingo chips from an old bingo game. You know, the ones you place on your card. So they say B2 and you put that on your B2. So I'm going to do these. These are 3/4 of an inch. I know that because when I use this punch, the 3/4 inch punch makes a circle that fits on here perfectly. So, as you can see, I covered some here, and basically, well, these were some pictures that my daughter got in a funny little kids jewelry making kit, and I punched some of those out. But you could use any of your scraps if you just punch circles like so. All right. I have a whole ton of scraps sitting over here. So I figured we would look at what I've got and maybe punch some circles to put on there. Now they can be background paper and you can put stuff on top. You can stamp on them. You know, whatever you want to do to decorate your little tiles. That's probably enough of that. I'm going to trim this so I have the rest of the piece for something else. I've got this over here. This is double-sided, so I could punch some of these and use either side. Oh. Okay, and again, I would just, I don't even know. I'll hold on to that and who knows. Here's some of this. I feel like you get the idea. Punch one of those. Now, you can also punch, like I've got down in this pile over here off to the side that you can't see that I'm messing around in. I've got wallpaper. So I could punch some wallpaper pieces out. Okay. You know, just anything that you could also paint these. So I've got some, this is copper, but I feel like you could do it with anything. This is because I'm just going to use my finger. So, you know, you could paint it. I'll put that one right there to dry. Looks like a penny. Oh, I've got a bubble. Who knew? Let me get a paper towel. Hold on, guys. So, but you get the idea. So you punch, for these, I would punch these circles and then I just glue them on. You can do this with, I'm just going to glue these circles down. You could Mod Podge them on here. See, and then you get, and I have a ton of these. I mean, you can see that box, it's full. So I finished a kit, guys. I'm going to be, it's up in my shop. If you go over there and check it out, you can see it. I'm going to be doing a launch video. I know, in amongst all this daily mass making I'm doing, I'm going to try and stick a launch up. So one of these days, a launch is going to go up. Hopefully, You might see it later today. I don't know. I kind of want to get it up as soon as possible so you guys can get an idea what the kit looks like. And it's winter. I mean, I know we're getting out of winter, but I've been working on it for a while, and I just haven't been able to, I haven't had time to get it finished. So, yeah, well, that's how that goes. Also, I'm discovering that my printer and my screen, and maybe you guys have noticed this about your printers, I don't know, but my printer is printing my kits a lot brighter than they look on screen. The colors are like really vivid, much more vivid than I was expecting. So I'll have to wait and see. And word of warning, I mean, when you download the files, if you buy the kit and you download the files, if you look at them on your screen and you know that your printer prints pretty close to what's on your screen, then I guess you don't have anything to worry about. So you'll know. I just have to warn you that, and I'll probably say something when I do the video. They printed a lot more vivid than they were when I was making them. Okay, I'm going to put these to the side. I feel like you don't want to sit here and watch me glue dots. I'll put those in there. I'm going to let these dry. The other thing that you could do is if you have, these are, you know those, when you go to an antique shop or a thrift store and you find trims and stuff wound around a piece of cardboard, or the lace, the seam binding lace, that's what these are. These are those little boards, and it's like a thin chipboard. Okay. And I basically took it to my sink and I sprayed it with oxide sprays. So I'm going to very carefully show you what I mean. So if I take 2 of these, I did this in my deep sink. So you're going to have to bear with me because I don't necessarily want the mess everywhere. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm getting some. Okay. So you just kind of put a little spray on there. That pump is leaking all over my finger. These things are messy, guys. Can I just say? Whoa! You know, not for nothing, but for something that costs so much money, I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like it shouldn't be falling apart. Because I've got cleaning bottles that don't break like that. That's a little ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. And I keep them standing straight up in a box. They're not, I don't lay them down so they don't get the opportunity to leak because they're laying down. They're just, okay, these ones are a little different because they've got some pink. I didn't put any color in these. These are both mostly, all right, so I'm going to set these off to the side to dry. And then we have these ones. And basically what I thought we would do is we would take these and we'll do some stamping on them. Let me see what we've got up here. I thought I had some espresso. You know what I do have in the little ones? I think I have some walnut stain, so. Okay, this is just a background word stamp. which is very background because you can hardly see it on there. Or tell what it is. Of course, that might have to do with the color I'm using. I want to find, ooh, I might use that. Is this it? Walnut stain. Okay. Okay, kind of get the idea, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell. All right, I'm going to try some like actual stamps and see what we get. All right, we're going to get this guy out and see if this helps. Since these are so... Yeah, that's better. Oh, I should probably do this on a paper towel or something. Okay. So, like that. I know. And the question is, well, what are you going to do with it now that you've got stuff on it? Well, the idea would be... Oh, I don't think I've used these. They're sticky, very sticky. Okay, do that one and we'll do, oops, do that one and we'll do this one. Man, something to be said for brand new stamps, guys. Okay, now the idea behind this would be that you then take your punch. So I have this 1-inch punch. I might have to get a bigger punch. This one down here has been sitting the longest, so you take your punch. Ooh, and you punch out a little piece, and you've got a tile there. So there's all kinds of ways that you can do this. I want to see if I've got, this is a 1-inch, I think. Let me see if I've got my 1.5. I think I've got a 1.5 under here. I will say I wouldn't want to make these too big. They're supposed to be little, you know, like embellishment style pieces. So if you get them too big, it's going to be, I don't know. I feel like they don't serve their purpose then. Okay, so we got 2 like that. And then, I don't know. Man, it's tough. I will say that. This might be too big. I think this is too big. Okay, what else we got? I got those. Of this you could do. On here I've got like little food things. So I could do this is coffee beans. Well, I could try it. I don't know what this is doing to my punch. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm like looking at it and I'm going, this can't be good for my punch. But who knows? maybe it's not affecting it at all. As usual, I got overly ambitious. I don't have a ton of small punches. I mean, small stamps. The other thing you could do is you could cover the background. So maybe there's a frame around this and I can't get this in there. It doesn't go in. It's too big. I would have to use a different kind of stamp pad for that. I have archival. Does this have a... Yeah, that's stamp pad I could use. Okay. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it down on here. And then when you punch it, it'll have like a decoration in it. Like that. This one up here seemed to do pretty good, so let's punch this. Okay, guys. I don't know if I can do any more of these. They're seriously testing my strength. All right, I'm going to put these off to the side. The other thing you can do, of course, is you don't have to do them in... you don't have to do them in circles. So if I cut this like this... I could have two little rectangular shaped tiles. And then I can cut this one off. I've got another little square. And, you know, like that. So it doesn't have to be circles. Lord only knows. All right, and then I've got this piece, which maybe I can cover with a piece of paper or something. This was my test punch to see if I could get my punch through the... if I could get my punch through these. And I can. It just hurts. Okay. The last thing she did... Oh, they're all sitting on the lid. That's why I can't find the lid. Because they're sitting on it. Okay, the last thing she did was... Well, actually, she did a couple things. First of all, she did glossy accents. Now, there are a couple things you can cover these with. You can cover these with glossy accents. You can cover them with... I've got Mod Podge. You can cover them with... matte gel medium. Or glossy gel medium. Depends on whether or not you want them shiny, I guess. If you know... If you want them shiny, then you would use the glossy accents, I guess. I just wanted to see if I could get... like a rose on one of these. I don't know. It's if you keep the leaf, it's too big. And the leaf kind of... Well, actually, the leaf doesn't show up very well against that background. All right, so I'm gonna cut one of these up. I might cut a few more of these outer petals off. And then we're going to get our bling box down and we're going to do some coating of these. This is not going to be a long video, guys. glue. I'm going to cut this off. And we have a little rose on there with our stamps in the background. Okay, now, so like I said, you can do Mod Podge, you can do, ooh, that is really watery Mod. I wonder if I added water to this. Sounds like I did. And I can't get it open, so we're not going to mess with it because I don't want to mess with it. So if I put, now she did make the comment. Oh, is mine not open? No. It has to be open. The lid doesn't come off for you to. Okay. She said you could go all over it and just use the tip to spread it. Or depends on how generous you want to be with this stuff. I'm going to kind of go all around. I'm not constantly squeezing. If it seems like I don't have enough to spread, I squeeze a little more out. I'm trying to get all the bubbles out. Okay, and then you can lay like the pocket. Oh, okay. I'm going to close this. And I'm going to get out my bling box. Just give me a sec, guys. Oh my gosh. I don't have any place to put anything. But you can lay stuff in here. So if I wanted to, I could put where's my sheet of, here we go. You could take a pearl and lay it in here with your rose. And you've got a little decorative, and that'll be glossy when it's all said and done and the stuff dries. And then I thought it might be fun to put, so I've got these, and I think, oh, maybe not. I thought they would come up as a piece, but now I'm looking at that and I'm thinking maybe they don't come up as a piece. Oh, wait. They do. All right. I thought it might be fun to put one of those on here. Like this. They're sticky on the back. So I just stuck it. That's fun, right? And then you could coat that with your glossy accents or your, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure I would put glossy accents on that, but I might put something on it just to make sure that everything stays. What else is in my bling box that we might be able to have some fun sticking to stuff? I also have these. These are butterflies with flowers. But I might just take the butterfly. Like this. Put it right there. So this one's got the little butterfly on it. Like that. I don't know. Might stick something on one more of these guys, and then I'm gonna kind of give you a, oops. I want just this piece. Ooh. It's not going to let me have it without scissors. Interesting. Just want this guy. Okay. I don't know. He might look better on... I might stick him on here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back to help him out because I've been... At least I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back to help him out. Whoa. Okay. Calm down. I said a little bit. Just like that. And then all of these are just kind of covered with backgrounds, and you can either add to them or leave them as they are. Depends on how you use them. Oh, and here's our copper one. You might be able to stick something on there. I don't know if I have any more. Sorry, I know I'm like all over in my... Ooh. Again, they're kind of... They make them connected in that little strip on the sheet. And if you just want one, it's really hard to get it off of there. Just kind of put that in the center there. It's kind of cool. Probably should have cut that, but we'll do that. All right, guys. So this was chipboard tiles. As always, Tina's playlist will be in my description box, so you can go over there and check her videos out. I've got to do a little bit of looking because I noticed some discrepancies in... I told you guys I was going back and forth in her list, so I was checking the first run through and the second run through and comparing them, and I every once in a while I find like a discrepancy or a missed video or something, and I've got to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing once we get past the next couple of videos, because in one list she did specimen cards, and then in the second time around I don't see specimen cards on the list. So I've just got to get the numbers and see you know, what's coming up and all that sort of thing. So I will, I guess, talk to you guys tomorrow for day 84. Now, 84 is a two-parter, I think. Maybe not. I might be ahead of myself. We'll see what happens. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.